Hey everybody, it's Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast. I am officially back in the lab after my trip from Rio, man. I'm going to be making a vid later this week, putting it all together and sharing my experience, man. It was truly something. The Passport Bros are, you know what, I'm going to save that for later. But yo, current subscribers, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys a lot. New viewers, hey, welcome to the channel. Thank you as well. So while I was out, couldn't make too much content, just busy traveling. I tried to. Actually, I like making content from my phone as well. That was actually gave me like a new way of being diverse or whatever. Anyways, though, while I was gone, Stephen A. Smith, right? Big bag offer from ESPN. I believe it was for what, 90 mil for 5 years. Okay, and apparently they are at odds, Stephen A. Smith and ESPN, because they're 7 mil apart. You know, the average deal, the average salary is supposed to be like 18 mil per year. Look, it says ESPN is working hard to re-sign whose contract ends in a year. Last week, ESPN made its initial offer of 18 mil per year for 5 years. I'm told ESPN's execs pitched Smith's WME agents that he would be their highest paid star, earning more than Monday Night Football's Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. Okay, and the gap 7 mil apart. He wants 25 mil per year. Okay, it seemed like Stephen A. Smith is angling for that. You know, he wants that $100 million price tag, right? Look, is he worth $100 million? You can make the argument, sure, but I mean, at 25 mil per year, that's outrageous. Okay, he's already going to be getting paid more than Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, who barely show up on TV, except for football season. Okay, for him, they're already working like a pack mule. He's going to continue to work like a pack mule for almost 20 mil a year. Okay, and the problem for Stephen A. Smith is the ESPN had their budget cuts already. They signed Pat McAfee. They signed Shannon Sharp. We don't know what the official figures for that deal is. So they clearly had a reorg, a reshape, and who they want to keep, who they want to retain. They definitely want to keep Stephen A. Smith. He is entertaining. He is a draw, even though I have my criticisms and disagreements. He is still, internet material. He is still a walking content machine. Okay, I mean, the latest with the whole Caitlin Clark situation, I mean, that boosted views and ratings and had socials trending and talking, right? Okay, so he is going to generate clicks and views. He is still very, very valuable. However, at 25 mil a year, that's almost 10 mil more than the top guys that are getting paid at ESPN. Is he worth it? Is ESPN going to do that, right? And for Stephen A. Smith, what if you don't get that 25 mil per year, right? Who is out there? What network out there, right, that has bags like ESPN is going to pay you that kind of money, right? I mean, it's almost the point of, are you over leveraging yourself, right? He's a capitalist. I know he wants his money. Congratulations to Stephen A. Smith for the fact that he is even in these conversations with this kind of money, considering last year when Pat McAfee got his deal. You can make the case or the argument he seemed a little salty, but he was kind of like, well, I'm happy for Pat McAfee because I can't wait for my, when it comes for my deal. So here it comes, right? And he's already playing hardball. I get it. When it comes to negotiations, you don't take the first offer. Now, we don't know if when they got to 18 mil per year, that was the first offer. Okay, but 18 mil per year is a lot of money. Okay, I know Stephen A. Smith has been doing a lot to boost his platform, the Stephen A. Smith Show, and trying to get that going. It's been trending in the right direction. He's been doing well. It obviously is not Shannon Sharp type numbers, but for Stephen A. Smith's own platform and what he's invested in, he's doing that as well too. So you have that revenue, you have that, right? So I mean, it's like you're trying to squeeze ESPN when they're already doing the squeezing for you and offering you 18 mil, 90 mil, right? But I mean, he's looking. I just have a feeling he's looking for that $100 million deal contract. Because Pat McAfee got $100 million. Oh no, Pat McAfee got like an $85 million deal or something like that, $90 million deal. So I mean, he's already up there, right? I mean, he wants to be the sure face of ESPN. He's already a top face of ESPN, but he wants the price tag to match it. And it seemed like 18 mil is more than reasonable for him. So is greed going to be the downfall? Could ESPN pull the plug and be like, you know what, you're just becoming more expensive than what we anticipated? Could have ESPN tried to do a deal last year, right? Get Stephen A. Smith around 15, 16 and would have been happy with that. Then come around 18. But now, you give it some time. His profile's blowing up. They got Shannon Sharpe. You see the chemistry with them. Stephen A. Smith is starting to see more and more of his value being needed on TV, considering what is happening at Undisputed. And that's sinking ship, right? So Stephen A. Smith has to consider, what are you willing to settle for, right? I mean, I'm not going to say settling for $18 million is a bag of peanuts, right? But you don't want to overplay your hand, right? To the point where this can get contentious and it becomes a stalemate and they part ways, right? And then for Stephen A. Smith, that kind of screws you over, because what network is going to pay you that kind of money, right? And then also too, remember those rumblings of him replacing Jimmy Kimmel as well. Could this be a part of the deal? Him doing ESPN and doing what is that? That's the night show, the Jimmy Kimmel night show. I forgot the name of it, right? I mean, could that be part of the deal? Who knows, right? But he wants to be the top dog at ESPN, and this is gonna get very tricky. I mean, maybe ESPN gives in, right? But overall though, hey, good for Stephen A. Smith. And getting in the ballpark of these numbers, and finally he's feeling he's getting the value he deserves. But Stephen A. Smith is playing hardball, right? Could that be his downfall? Could that disrupt the negotiations for him to where he doesn't even get signed at all, right? I doubt it. I'm sure he'll get signed at ESPN. $7 million is a lot of money. I mean, to be paid almost $30 million, $25 million, that's a lot for him. Crazy, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think if he's in the right though, man. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.